Hi, my name is Miles Pickens, co-founder of Hospice Engine, a leading EMR for hospices, and we're based locally in Costa Mesa, California. I'd like to show you a brief overview of what we have to offer versus your current hospice EMR solution. We've had a number of hospices that have switched to Hospice Engine, and I'd like to show you some main points of interest. When you switch over to Hospice Engine, we will give you 50% off your current bill for a full year. Let's go over a few key points of what really stood out for the other hospices which have switched. In Hospice Engine, we enforce that the visits and orders are completed within 24 hours. This increases your compliance 100%. Automatic calculations for your payroll based on your state labor laws, such as overtime, double time, and mileage calculations. We support being able to pay your per diem staff as well by giving you visit calculations within your pay period. We show you live financial data so you can know how much you're earning and how many dollars are outstanding at any time. We'll show you live QA and QAPI alerts so you can take care of potential problems before it's too late. Employee credentials are tracked within Hospice Engine so you can see when a license or insurance needs to be renewed or is overdue. We have clear census reporting so you can easily monitor the health of your business as it grows throughout the years. And finally, we support multiple hospices under a single login and consolidated reporting to show the health of all your hospices in one location. Now, I'd like to quickly go over how we support better visit compliance in Hospice Engine. I think you're going to love this. You have most likely dealt with late visit notes in the past. Maybe you leave a note in their cubbyhole, but for some reason the visit note, the order, the admission packet just doesn't come into the office timely, and you need it. You need it to be timely. When you switch to Hospice Engine, we enforce that the visits are completed by 10 a.m. the following morning. Since they're completed electronically, everything is available right within the system right away when you need it. This means assessments, on-call visit notes from the night prior, orders, frequency changes, they'll all be ready to review within 24 hours, even your admission packet. This is possible because we prevent the clinician from moving on with the rest of their day until they've completed the visit notes and forms and completed the scheduled visits from the prior day. And this has been worked wonders for hospices to increase their compliance, and they love this feature. Now let's move on to calculating for payroll. We automatically calculate based on the visits entered and the visit forms entered and the visit time entered. We calculate how long the person worked for and drove for and how many visits they accomplished within your pay periods. So we easily give you a calculation that you can put in directly to your payroll to help you so you don't have to manually calculate for each employee, and you don't have to worry of the hassle of if there was any overtime or meal compliance issue. You will see it right away in Hospice Engine. As you can see, we show the direct hours, the drive time, meeting hours. We support supporting their entry of PTO hours, on-call hours, and we also calculate how many patient visits there were. In case the employee is a per diem nurse or CHJ staff, you can pay them based on the amount of their visits. Either way, you'll see a summary at the bottom of the hours they worked and also how many visits were done with the patient. Let's move on to financial reporting. A huge benefit of using Hospice Engine is our stellar financial reporting. We also offer businesses the ability that we can bill and collect for you, or you can have your own biller bill for you directly out of Hospice Engine. But what we support is live financial data to the cent, to the dollar, that you will see what is outstanding, what needs to be paid, and what bill will be paid soon. Month by month and year by year, you can see how you're growing financially and what is currently outstanding. So this is just one example of one of our many financial reports where you can quickly see at a glance how many dollars occurred in revenue month by month, for a quarter, for a year, for last year, for the current month, and see. And with other reports, you can see what's outstanding, and that's hugely beneficial to your bottom line. We'll move on to show you just one example of how you can monitor and QA that you'll be meeting your patients' frequencies. Now within Hospice Engine, your frequency will be met based on how many scheduled visits or how many visits actually occurred during the week. Now you don't want to find this out too late. So this is an example of giving you information right away of what patients might be missing frequency this week based on how many scheduled visits are out there and how many missed visits might have taken place if the scheduled visit wasn't accomplished on a day before. Now there's other reports as well, but we give you many reports to give you the information you need to make sure your patients aren't going to have an issue when it comes to the end of the month when you want to bill for them, or if you get into an ADR situation and you don't want to find out too late that you're going to have an issue with getting rejected based on missing a patient's frequency or many other reasons. Another item is that we will track the employee's credentials. You can enter in all the employee credentials and the due dates, upload copies of, say, the CPR card, car insurance, driver's license, nursing license, and reschedule to obtain another copy of a renewed license whenever it becomes due. Now, when it does become due and if it becomes overdue, we present this to you as an alert that something needs to happen and occur right away. And we can also prevent the employee from moving on to finish their payroll until they get the required documentation into the office. We'll move on to showing you that we'll present a clear view of what your current census is. This is just one example. This is a length of stay graph report that shows you how many patients are within 30 days of care, 60 days of care, 91 days of care, and so on. And then you can easily get to a list to see exactly which patients comprise those numbers. We offer many reports that show you the health of your census at any point within Hospice Engine. This is just one of the many examples. We also support multiple hospice locations. Again, like we were mentioning in the beginning of this video, now as you grow, we support it under a single login. You can switch to the other locations. You can have a nurse or clinician serve patients from your multiple locations, and all of that is supported under single logins. No one has to log out and log back in to a different location. All right, well, thank you so much for taking your time and listening to an explanation of why Hospice Engine is a great option to if you're thinking of moving away from your systems, and a good just by making that choice, you'll be able to save money throughout the year and be able to increase your compliance and knowledge of your financial situations and the health of your business as you go. Thanks so much.